So I'm going to make an update on the stihl 026 Farm Boss. But I made a brand new chain for this saw yesterday. That is a chain that was used on the Stark with the original 22-inch bar before, where it's a lot sharper. I made it as the same length as a stihl 20-inch chain. The green chain that you saw before on this vein, it was cutting slow. It was just not cutting fast. It was just wore out. So I replaced it by building a new chain for it. And so that way me and my Uncle Jim will try to do some more log cutting this spring before the firewood cutting season is over. And I put a stihl 20-inch bar and the original stihl chain onto the ms361. And I got the carburetor on the ms361 adjusted. Finally got it to run right, and get it to quit spinning that chain on its own when it's idling. I didn't tighten up the chain. I left it a little bit loose, just a little bit. And I'm still going to have to order me a new oil cap for that thing. I tried with one of them new original caps I got for it, but it wouldn't fit. They got to be similar to the original stihl from the early 90s, because the early 2000s, they switch over to toolless caps. But it was a pretty good saw, but I hadn't used it in a while. But it's been a while since you've seen the ms361 on the previous videos. And this has been a quality good saw. And I hadn't used it in a while because it's got a little bit of dust all over it. You can see the dust is a little bit picking up. It's been picking up dust. So I did rent it for a little while when I was tuning the carburetor on it. I'll show you that chain without it spinning. So it's doing okay. I hadn't started it in a while. But I will definitely keep trying to use it. I'll order me a free pack of chain, 3/8 pitch chain for that thing, just like the actual chain and bar it came with. So I guess I will definitely leave it as a spare for a little while until I get my 3/8 pitch sprockets for the MS260. Now I'll put the actual bar and chain back onto the stihl MS361. But it's just a quite handy low saw. I did use it for today by cutting up some little branches away from when I was cutting grass by my road. And I still got a little bit left to do. I gotta get that done quickly for today before the heat comes up. And but even that, it's just a good bigger saw, just like the 026. But I definitely love those two. Those two look kind of like big brothers. One is the small, one is the big. But it's a quite good little saw to cut firewood if you don't want to be using big firewood saws all day. This will definitely save your back without your back getting hurt. But anyways, I'm going to have to get back to work by finishing up on the right side of the road. I got the left side finished. And then after that, I'll be back with an update video. After when I get I'll probably leave this bar and chain on this frame for a little while until the new 48's pitch sprocket came for the 026. Then I'll do a repair video by upgrading this frame with a new sprocket, swapping it out, and we'll put this bar and chain onto this frame, probably with that new chain I got, and put onto him, and see what he does. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get back to work.